Hey everyone, it's Dare. So today I wanted to talk about something that's been on my mind for a while just because I've been hanging out with a lot of friends, doing a lot of crazy fun things, and I'm single now, so dating is now a thing for me. And I'm just not very good at the act or the art of dating because there's so many things that get in my way, or I'm not very good at, or I'm just really awkward, painfully awkward when it comes to meeting a new person, I guess. So today I wanted to list the 6 things about dating that I dislike. And some of these things are very situational, and just play along with me, and if you really dislike some of these things, we can laugh at ourselves together, because that's what this is about, right? Laughing at ourselves. Number 1 is being set up. You know, you've got the person that you want to go on a date with, and you've been texting them back and forth, or you've been calling them back and forth, or you've seen them at work many times, and you've finally gotten up the courage to ask them out, or they've gotten the courage to ask you out, and they say yes, and right before you go to leave for the date, you're just like, okay, I'm all ready to go, and you've got your hair all done, your makeup's all done, and your outfit is perfect, and all of a sudden they just stop texting you, and you're just sitting there checking your watch, doing nothing, just waiting for them. Being set up is the worst because you're just waiting for them to reply to you, and out of nowhere they just die. Why you gotta die on me? If you didn't want to go on a date with me, why did you ask me? Why didn't you say no? Or why? I don't understand it. And I can't really blame for when situational things like that happen, but it still is kind of funny when you're just all ready to go and you're hanging out and they don't reply. And you're just like, what's going on? Ah! Number 2 is location. Picking somewhere to go with a certain person is really difficult for me because I am so bad at so many different things that I can't justify going somewhere and knowing that I'm not gonna look like an idiot. Swimming. I'm not a really good swimmer, but I can sort of swim. So if I go swimming with you on a date, you are so lucky because I'm not the first person to be like, woo, I want to be around you in my bikini on our first date. No, that usually doesn't work for me. Going to a movie theater is so awkward. If you want to go on a date with somebody and not talk to them and not have to see them, the movies is perfect because you can't see them. Someone else is doing all the talking, and all you have to do is sit there. Okay, movies are great dates, don't get me wrong, but maybe for the 3rd or 4th date, the first date is just painfully awkward because I don't want to hold hands with you and I don't want to cuddle with you if I have no idea who you are. It's awkward. Mini golfing. Okay, who is really good at mini golfing, and why do guys think that taking girls there is such a fun thing? Don't get me wrong, there's probably a girl out there somewhere who is killing it at mini golfing, but I am so painstakingly awkward that mini golfing, nope, can't. So picking a location for me is super difficult because I'm not very good at the act of dating or doing all kinds of fun activities. I may be good at 6 things, skating, acting, being silly, eating. Well, okay, I'm not really good at eating, but I'm good at talking and being funny and being the awkward person. And it's if I'm gonna look like an idiot in front of you, I usually will be I don't really want to go do that just because of location or the activity. Number 3, eating. Everybody's good at eating. We all have to do it. But not everyone is actually good at silverware and utensils and eating like a lady or eating like a young gentleman. Me, I'm a horrible eater. I don't know what it is. When I get nervous around people, for some reason, I just can't keep all of the food in my mouth and talk and eat at the same time.
Why are you so awkward?
It is truly an art, using silverware, cutting up the food, trying to eat the food, and talking at the same time while trying to drink and not have any awkward weirdness. For some reason, I just don't have the art of eating down on a date. 4 is talking. If you haven't figured anything out about me during this whole video thing, is that I talk a lot. And it's not that I love talking about myself, or I love just filling the dead space with words. No, I usually have a lot of things to say and not very much time to say it. I'm a server at Olive Garden, so I've got 30 seconds to say hi to you, make you like me, go grab you food, and have you pay me very well. So I'm used to saying a lot of words in a very small condensed time. So I talk like really fast. I like make all kinds of sentences. Usually my conversations are like paragraphs long and text messages, just because that's how I do work. Like that's just how it happens. So when I go out on a date, I literally can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And like out of nowhere, I'll be like, back to that person. And it's awful, and I totally understand. And I've had even people call me out on it before, being like, you talk a lot. Yes, I talk a lot. Do I know that I talk a lot? Yes. And if that bothers you, then you probably shouldn't have asked me out on a date, because I'm probably going to talk a lot. Sorry. I had such an amazing day today. Like I just kept getting like so many good guests at my tables, and they all were like super friendly. And then something was really strange that happened, that there's this girl at my table and her name was Sarah. And as you know, like I have a best friend named Sarah, but it was kind of strange because like it was interesting to think about how they both had the same thing, but I talked to them both about like completely different things. Like I talked to my friend Sarah only about like boys and school and like our favorite movies and our favorite music and like all this gossip and stuff, where I would never share that thing with like a guest that's like at my table, because I'd be like super unprofessional. Oh my god, that totally reminds me of that time that like Sarah and I were talking about this boy that I went on a date with and how unprofessional he was, because he told me in the middle of the date that I like talk too much, and that's like super unprofessional for a boy to say on a first date. Like he doesn't even know me and he doesn't even know like who I am. He's just making a judgment call after the first date, and Sarah and I thought that was super stupid of him. And like everyone's entitled to their opinions, like everyone's allowed to have different thoughts and different feelings, but like to make an opinion and like a judgment call like that fast in the middle of the date, like he must be really stupid then to like have that like judgment already cast upon me. And Sarah and I think I really shouldn't hang out with him anymore, because obviously he's like already making judgment calls on somebody he just met, so he must be like super judgmental. And like we're not judgmental though, because we like gave him the whole entire date, and he just like kept saying things that I like talk too much and I say too many things, and like I just am like really smart and I just want to share like all my thoughts and all my feelings with like that person I'm on a date with, because I want them to get to know me before like they crush me and like judge me. But he was already judging me before I even got to tell him like everything about myself in my life, and I didn't even get to talk about Sarah. And now Sarah and I talk about him because he's like super crazy and super judgmental, and judgmental people are not worth my time. So how was your date? 5. Are we at 5? I think 5. Clothing. I never know what to wear on a date, because sometimes I like to dress more casual. Sometimes I like to dress more like fun and formal, but it's finding that line in between. Like, is this a casual outfit? Is this like more of a not so casual, more formal? Like, or is this more of a blue jean kind of event? Like, picking what I'm going to wear and where I'm going is so difficult, because like, I don't want to show up in some teeny bopper short skirt and then you decide that we're going bowling. Like, that would be dreadful. Bowling in a dress. And I'm bad at bowling. Picking the right outfit is so difficult. If I happen to show up and I'm wearing the right outfit, please tell me. Please come up to me and say, hi, you look great. Because that makes me feel so much better on a date. 6, sending the wrong message. I am not one to tell someone that I'm like not interested in them. Making someone feel rejected is what I'm really bad at, because I don't want anybody to feel rejected. Like that sucks so much when you put your time and effort into like doing something or going out with someone or pursuing someone, and then they're just like, no, I only just see you as a friend and that's all you'll ever be. And that's so sad. Sending the right message to someone is like 10,000 times more harder, because I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, sounds good. Like, see you again soon. And then I'll like go to get in my car and I'm like, why did I say that? Like, I'm not interested in them. I basically just told them that I wanted to go on another date with them. Like, oh, it's so difficult. And I know that that does play into being honest with someone, but it's so hard telling someone that you're not interested in them, because I've been on the other side. So don't judge me and don't say I'm a dishonest person. It's just really, really hard telling people that you're not interested. You can't tell me it's easy, because it's not. You're a liar. So those are the 6 things about dating that I really dislike. I use the word dislike because I don't really like hate anything. Well, there's some things in life that I hate, but that's another video. But I really think that putting this out there in the world will maybe make me better at dating, because you all can give me some dating tips on how to be better at dating. Yay! So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye! Follow me on Instagram. Y'all love me on Instagram lately. I don't know what that is, but follow me there. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me everywhere. See ya! I dropped my phone. Ugh. There's gonna be some great outtakes. I don't know how to video anymore. How do you video?